Hey guys, it's Keith. Before we begin, I want to take note of a special anniversary. January 29th, 2014, Arthur Chu's second game. He went for the tie. Carolyn Collins, one of his challengers, took him up on the offer. The rest has been history. Arthur and I went on TV together, we went on radio together, we did newspaper articles. He's since gone on to become a columnist at the Daily Beast. I've gotten freelance gigs at the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and you know, that really changed our lives in a lot of ways, and I have to thank him for bringing a lot of attention to this blog and to some of the fun we have here. Alright, without further ado, let's get back to the final wager. So I'm going to skip the final wager tonight. It was a double lock, very uninteresting, in favor of the anti-penultimate wager. So with 2 clues remaining in the Double Jeopardy round, Karen, one of our challengers, found the daily double under a $1,600 clue. Remaining was a $2,000 clue. She had a $5,100 lead and she wagered $5,000, which first I was like, wow, she wagered big. And then my second thought was, that's a really bad wager because if she gets it right, which she did, she'll have $21,800. Marissa would still be able to catch her in Final Jeopardy. And then I got home after watching it somewhere else and realized that it was actually a very brilliant wager for 2 reasons. One, if Karen were to have gotten it wrong, she'd have $11,800. And if that last clue goes unanswered or Marissa gets it wrong, then she's going to take the lead heading into final, still in control of her own destiny. After she got it right, she had $21,800, and now you have 2 possible ways to get the lock before Final Jeopardy. You get it right, $23,800. Marissa can only double up to $23,400. Or Marissa, as she did, gets the $2,000 clue wrong and ends up with $9,700. So 2 ways to get the lock, and after she gets this $5,000 clue, she only has to get one of the last 2 clues right, at most. As we saw, Marissa got it wrong and took the game out of her hands. Karen didn't even have to get Final Jeopardy right to have won the game. What if you're not in such a risky mood? Well, let's assume that we're not going to see that $2,000 clue. Alex had said that we had less than a minute remaining. Or that's going to be a triple stumper, which is not a bad guess. Let's say you're Karen and you want to avoid the situation we saw on Tuesday where one player had exactly 2/3 the total of the leader, and that put the leader into an uncomfortable situation where he ended up losing by $1 because he went for the lockout. So you need to have at least the inverse of 2/3, which is 3 halves of Marissa's total, 1.5 times. Marissa has $11,700. Not super easy to calculate that on the fly. I will show you how I would do it. It's a little tricky. Let's just say she has $12,000. If she has $12,000, what does Karen need to have? She needs to have $18,000, add on $1, $18,001. So $18,000 is her target number, but then we subtract 300 times 3 halves, which is 450. Half of 300 is 150. Multiply that by 3, you get 450. So $17,550, and then add that $1 is what Karen wants to get at. That's a wager of $751. If you can calculate that in your head, on stage, with Alex being angry with you for taking too much time, Godspeed. I don't think I could do it, but hey, you never know. Doesn't hurt to go in prepared. Karen is a fellow Brooklynite. I actually met her last week at Transit Trivia Night. She is friends with the guys who were running Transit Trivia, one of whom, I guess both of them now are my friends as well. And I had no idea how she did, and I'm really excited that she won, and in such a fantastic way. Great wagering, great trivia. That's what we do here in Brooklyn. We'll see her tomorrow for her second game. If she wins, she gets at least 2 weeks off for the teachers tournament, and I don't know if there's another tournament after that. I thought the college tournament was going to be 2 weeks after that, but I guess not. So we shall see, and man, this has been quite a week. Can't wait to cap it off on the final wager.